Shout out to mom. She did all she could do, raise all she could do, raise me. Now it's time for me to take my own route. Hey, check it. Dear me, man. Hey, man. Shout out to mom. She did all she could do, raise all she could do to raise me. Now it's time for me to take my own route.
This is I.
Check it.
Thank God, another day. It is 4:59 p.m.
Dear me, man. Hey,
Waiting
man.
for one more minute to
Shout
go
out to
live
mom.
on
She did all
Facebook
she could do, raise all she could do to raise me.
and
Now it's
YouTube.
time for me to
Essentially
take
at
my
the
own route.
end. This is the YouTube recording right now.
Hey, check it.
In a few seconds, we're gonna go live on this thing. Hang tight.
Dear me, man. Hey, man. Shout out to
5
mom.
p.m. on the dot.
She did all she could do, raise all she could do to raise me. Now it's time for me to take
We're
my own route.
live right now on Facebook, I believe.
Check it.
I'll wait for that red mark right here on the screen before I go into
Dear
my
me, man.
introduction.
Hey, man.
I just want to
Shout
say
out to
thank
mom.
you all for joining.
She
You
did all
can
she
hear
could
my
do, raise all she could
voice.
do to raise me. Now it's time for me to take my own route.
I believe this should be live right now.
Check it.
Not yet. It's 5 p.m. That's a little
Dear me,
odd.
man. Hey, man. Shout out to mom. She did all she could do, raise all she could do to raise me. Now it's time for me to take my own route. Hey, check it. Dear me, man. Hey, man. Shout out to mom. She did all she could do, raise all she could do to raise me. Now it's time for me to take my own route. Hey, check it. Dear me, man. Hey, man. Shout out to mom. She did all she could do, raise all she could do to raise me. Now it's time for me to take my own route. Hey, check it.
It's 5:01. That's
Dear
odd.
me, man. Hey, man. Shout out to mom.
Let's go live
She
this
did all she
way.
could do, raise all she could do to raise me.
Yeah.
Now it's time for me to take my own route.
All right. I think we had a little problem with the Facebook Live today. That means there's a weather forecast about that live stream.
Dear me, man.
Now,
Hey, man.
I hope it goes
Shout out to
well.
mom.
I hope it goes as
She did all she could
planned.
do, raise all she could do to raise
I'm
me.
gonna try
Now
and
it's time
share
for me to
these
take my
links
own
and make
route.
sure they're going well right now. Give me a second.
Check
There
it.
we go. So yes, I'm gonna share this. I gotta get this out. Give me
Dear me,
one
man.
second.
Hey,
Thank you
man.
very much. I appreciate your
Shout out to mom.
time.
She did all she could do, raise all she could do to raise me. Now it's time for me to take my own route.
There we go. Share.
Hey, check it.
Share now, public. Perfect. All right. This should be here.
Dear me, man. Hey, man.
Okay, we're live. Thank you for joining. This is episode number 15. Number 15. It is titled The MixTape Project 1.0, 0.0 to 1.0. Today, right here on the show, you will be listening to me, share your stories, connecting with you. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk a little bit. I don't think I have any guests today, but if friends pop on, then that's what it is. Beyond that, I just put together a track for the next series that we're gonna do in the next coming Mondays. If I'm not connecting with any new artists that I want to play or sort of bring on the show, I will be doing this series through for the next couple Mondays. So this is 1.0 out of 7.0 sort of compilations. The MixTape Project is a project my wife and myself, as you can see here, this is a t-shirt, started years ago, a couple years ago, and we set it out really. The idea was to connect with people, connect with youth, ages 13 through 19. And we have also successfully sort of taken this project outside of just working with the youths, but sort of connecting with people in general. You know, on my birthday we did a mixtape track and stuff like that, where it's like just using it as a way to process, to write, to share creative energy in creative space. That's what the MixTape Projects is all about. Hip hop, as we all know, is a genre that sort of gives us a platform to be able to collaborate, but more importantly, also gives us a platform to use less to make more. We thought about the history of hip hop, how that started in Brooklyn, New York, and to see how, you know, disco records were taken and spinned in like little break sections, and the tracks were spinned, and the culture of hip-hop within space to even like create party scenes for people to come connect on those records being spinned. It's sort of like a mixtape project, taking someone's work, taking someone's energy, taking someone's creative energy and building on it to create something new out of the essence, the true authentic essence of each of those creative individuals. That's what a mixtape is. That's the concept of a mixtape. That's the idea of a mixtape, and that's truly the nature of what this project is done. We've done this project in different spaces, bringing together 8 collections, actually 7 collections. We're going on the 8th one this year, of different stories from different individuals into collective mixtapes. So I hope you enjoy this session. I don't want you to listen to these sessions in this series with a judgmental mindset. This is not for the judgy. This is not for, the courtrooms. This is not for the folks who want to be about policing creativity. This series is really about opening yourself up to a new experience, opening yourself up to your own story, thinking about your own life, connecting with individuals on a level you've never connected with them. That's what this is about. So I'm gonna play tracks that I need you to just listen to. I need you to feel. We're talking music and impact, which is what the show is about. Music and impact, music and musicians, the essence of the musical human, the person creating music, being vulnerable to put their lives into this space and even push further sometimes where they publish it in sort of collective works like this. It's something to be truly honored, even in the process of sort of the human experience of being in a place where we want to learn, we want to grow. It's a growing space. It's a space for us to observe, to connect, to think more about ourselves than the other, but using the other story to really see the breadth of what it means to be human in this world, and also just staying encouraged and also having the courage to use your own stories to continue to manifest and encourage the other. That's what this whole process is about. That's what this particular episode is about, the MixTape project. Now, Facebook may mute the sound on this video for this episode and some of the episodes to come, because some of the beats and the productions or beats of other producers that are obviously higher copyrighted. Sony Music is probably going to be there, all those sort of folks. And we get it, we understand it. That's what the concept of mixtape is. We're not claiming ownership. We're not selling any of these. There is no money coming through this project or this show. The concept is truly about connection and about having space to vibe, to connect, to play music, to process, to have impact, and to just vibe out. So that's what this space is about. That's what the show today will be about. And I hope you're ready for the MixTape project. Before we go into the show, another announcement. The MixTape project 8.0 is starting registration. So if you go to danceandcreatives.org/mixtape project, you should be able to get into the registration form and register. Or I think it's danceandcreatives.org/mixtape project registration. Mixtape project registration. Then that will give you the direct link to the registration. So if you have any youth ages 13 through 18 in the Duluth Superior area or Cloquet area, or just that area, Harmontown area, whatever that area is around Duluth, Minnesota, you're welcome to register. We're hoping to work with 13 youths this year, 13 to 20 youths this year, to create a mixtape as well. So please pass the information on, share this video, let your friends know the registration link as well. Thank you for being a part of the show. Again, episode number 15. Episode number 15. Right here is the MixTape Project 1.0.
Mom trying to make it through them hard times, but it didn't work cause I was always doing crimes. I stayed real when the word was out dropping dimes. I never snitched on nobody, I'm silent like a mom. Hey, I'm sitting in this darkness in this jail cell. Every voice you hear is telling you going to hell. Body aching, mind waiting for that piece of mail. And when you get it, you're reminded that you could fail. Every day locked up is a reminder of defeat. An example of how the system got you at their feet. So they can tell you when to piss and when to shit and eat. But you tell yourself every day you can't be beat. So when that day comes for you to wake up and pack, just stay gone and never ever look back. That day might come when you have to go back to selling sex. But for now, keep yourself up out them body bags.
Don't hold nothing back no more, partner, man. Dear me. Dear you, Lynell. Dear me. I know you miss mom, man. Ski fine, you gon' get that. Dear me. See, when you was young, you was looking for mother and father, shedding tears, begging for mama, but end up he was never there, but never wasting no tears. Might as well face my fears, not safe for pain, love, joy, any of that. But if the world moves fast, and I'd rather pass you by than stop and see what made you cry. And no one cares why. Well, a positive heart is all you need to rise above and succeed. The tricky does not succeed. For an honest soul with a heart will succeed and be who they want to be, and not let the snakes deceive. The tears I cry are bitter and warm. They flow with life but take no form. I cry because my heart is torn, but my auntie came and carried me on. And if I stumble or crumble or lose my soul, just know there was no life harder than mine. No father, no chance, no money, no God. But still I'ma find a way to rise. Dear me.
Dear me.
Dear me. Ay, dear you.
Dear me.
Dear you, man.
Dear me.
Dear you, man.
My mama told me to stay focused to do me. I didn't want to listen, so I smoked trees. Keep that Glock close to me. I recognize that ain't me. Why me? Gotta live this life. Why I gotta live this life? Me and the homies up on the Audi. Slid on the ops. They slid back and killed my nigga Elijah. Elijah was my nigga. My nigga was a demon, but demons don't last for long. Hey. Why they gotta be me? 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 Hey. Hanging on the block, got the Glock tucked. Shit wasn't real till I lost bro. What the fuck going on this world? Late nights, mama blowing my phone. Every C4 baby boy was saved. I knew it wasn't safe. Please save me. I can't find the real me. Streets took my soul. I'm lost in this fucking place. Why they gotta be me? 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 Why they gotta be me?
They're me. The real me wanna make it out, but I'm too attached to the streets like concrete. Minnesota, better know it's cold. If I'm broke, I'm up and poor. You get in poke, you can't get shit for free. Everywhere I go, I got my heat and my Jesus piece. Keep a heat, cause in these streets it ain't no dropping beat. About that green like broccoli, and honestly, I'm an anomaly. Dropping bombs constantly, proud of what I'm accomplishing. A lot of niggas doubted me, but I can get two fucks as long as my mom proud of me. If I say something, then I mean it. And if I make a promise, best believe I'ma keep it. I told my mama we gon' make it out. Nigga, fuck that clout. All I want from my mama is a better house.
Mama, I'm sorry. Mama, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, mama. Mama, I'm sorry for making you cry. You used to tell me don't go out at night. I tell her I was safe cause I had bad pipe. Just me and the guys. Mama said if I do the crime, I gotta do the time. I'ma do the time cause can't drop no dime. Ran past the only thing on my mind. I'm the realest person out there, just look at my eyes. I remember the days I had to get paid. When I was going up, that taught me how to paper chase. I hit my first blunt just trying to get a taste. It was like I was in a haze. But look at me now, I'm locked up till I get out this place.
Yeah. MixTape Project 0.0 introduction, first ever project.
Dear me. Dear me. Dear me, I feel you in my heartbeat. And you know I was always trying to find you in the streets. All the pain and the misery chokes you out from the back, and now you can't be. But I make it out another way. The struggle for self is real and you don't know what to say. But I'm going at my own pace, so leave me alone, I gotta push through it, it's a race. For the burden doesn't never bad. Trapped up like a fish and they got me in a net. And nobody wanna set me free. Live my life and growing up, I don't know what to be. But the sacrifice is very deep. Coming out from behind and it never makes a peep. And God granted me another day, but it come with a cost and nobody wanna pay. Every night I was always praying, gotta keep my head up even when it's raining. And I'm coming back soon cause I'm all in. Got my mind in rotation like it's on spin. And I'm going all due cause I feel stuck. Everybody talking shit, I don't give a fuck. And I'm wishing on the stars for a little luck. Got my mind going nuts till I keep it tucked. I ain't never gonna stop cause I got goals. But I gotta earn trust, open up doors. This is it for my family, this for all you. Dear me, little king, gotta stay true. Dear me and good king, gotta stay true. Dear me and good king, gotta stay true. This is it for my family, this for all you. Dear me, little king, gotta stay true.
This is MixTape 0.0, first ever track ever recorded for the MixTape project. We had different kids work on this track. We did this joint in the Juvenile Center, but the whole idea was to go in there and to get all of these stories coming out, as a way of, processing stories, as a way of sort of finding oneself, finding one's path, as a way for healing. That's what this is all about. In the meantime, when we are in this process of making a mixtape where we are all writing our stories, it's about vulnerability on both sides. And that's what I loved about this project. It wasn't about necessarily trying to create a way or an answer. It was a way about giving everyone a space to connect, but on this level where nothing is censored, nothing is sort of taken out of a person's experience, while still able to create a portal for everyone to sort of connect and see that story. I hope you enjoy it. We're coming into the next 20 minutes. I think back to back I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna talk, but you get the context, then you get the vibe. Let's go.
I've been going through struggle for time. Yeah. I say, you don't know what I've been through. Look. I've been going through struggle for time. You don't know what I've been through. I've been going through struggle for time. I swear I just need peace of mind. When I see my grand face, I'll rewind. That I did give me time. Tryna eat and I could miss a dime. Living nice when we didn't have nothing. Man, my muscles just going through hard times. I done been through so much on my lifestyle. Growing up and these don't fight now. Can't let kids out to put pipes down. I done been through so much in my lifestyle. Growing up and these don't fight now. Can't let kids out just put pipes down. Yeah.
You don't know what I've been through, and I swear you ain't seen what I seen. I've been doing things that I shouldn't do. I did everything for my team, tryna chase me some money and dreams. Gotta watch out for lies and things. Not everything what it's supposed to be. I've been through a lot, I've been in the streets. Had to go and take money for me to eat. If you ain't talking money, then defeat. Gave my brother that triple threat, pedigree. I grew up around felonies. I done been through whatever you telling me. Yeah, I've been through whatever you telling me.
You don't know what I've been through. I've been going through struggle for time. I swear I just need peace of mind. When I see my grand face, I'll rewind. That I did give me time. Tryna eat and I can't miss a dime. Remember nights when I didn't have nothing. Man, my muscles just going through hard times. I done been through so much in my lifestyle. Growing up and these don't fight now. Can't let kids out just put pipes down. I done been through so much in my lifestyle. Growing up and these don't fight now. Can't let kids out just put pipes down.
You don't know what I've been through. All I seen was a drop of a dime. And it still had me losing my mind. In the streets now I'm doing some time. And my baby only thing on my mind. When I make it, my baby gon' shine. Wish the poor take pain off my mind. And sometime it was like a rewind.
I'm a young gon' make it right now. Play with guns, don't nobody fight now. All I wanna do is change my lifestyle. My mama threw her into a nice town. The courage improving my sight now. My mother told me, son, you got a bright smile. You don't know what I've been through in my life. While writing this music down, looking back like wow. You don't know what I've been through. I've been going through struggle for time. That's why I just need peace of mind. When I see my grand face, I'll rewind. That I did give me time. Tryna eat and I can't miss a dime. Remember nights when I didn't have nothing. Man, my muscles just going through hard times. I done been through so much in my lifestyle. Growing up and these don't fight now. Killing kids, y'all just put pipes down. I done been through so much in my lifestyle. Growing up and these don't fight now. Killing kids, y'all just put pipes down. Yeah, been through time. That I did give me time. Nothing, man, my muscles just going through hard times. I done been through some right now, killing kids, y'all just put pipes down. I done been through some right now, killing kids, y'all just put pipes down. Yeah. Go and get it, yeah. Go and get it, can't waste a minute. You know I'm with it, I admit it. Need every digit, baby, I'm committed. Go and get it, can't waste a minute. You know I'm with it, I admit it. Need every digit, baby, I'm committed. Money, baby, the motivation. Ain't never been good at waiting, was never patient. I remember cold late nights on the strip. Was sitting legs for them polo shirts and chewy fists. The newest kicks, mama told me, boy, slow you roll, take it easy. Mama, I would if I could, please believe me. But I was fiending, I wanted chains and them newest things. Being broke make you crazy and I'm insane. Pray to the Lord every day to make a better way. And when I meet my end, I make it through them heaven gates. It's sad to say I'll probably die before I'm 28. But when I see my sister face it, only motivates to go and get it. Can't waste a minute, you know I'm with it, I admit it. Need every digit, baby, I'm committed. Go and get it, can't waste a minute. You know I'm with it, I admit it. Need every digit, baby, I'm committed. Go and get it, cause
all I wanted was some dope, boy. Then he told me get up off it. Don't be no broke boy. Was running bands up to be the opposite of Pope, boy. I love my man's tough, cause he gon' score when I say go, boy. Oh, blood in my eyes, full of that pain I won't show. I came from the bottom, I really mean the dark flow. Was down on my ass, I had to get a bang roll. Came up out of nowhere, got looking like whoa. Streets getting hectic, I'm just trying to make it out. Playing with the reaper, but one day I find a safer route. Love to hate when you get up, they wanna take you out. But until that day, I continue to take the paper route. Yeah, it's getting crazy, they out here killing babies. Haters let it see you down, but that just motivate me. So I be on it daily. And when I get some money, they gon' wanna slay me, but they'll never take me. Go and get it, can't waste a minute. You know I'm with it, I admit it. Need every digit, baby, I'm committed. Go and get it, can't waste a minute. You know I'm with it, I admit it. Need every digit, baby, I'm committed. Go and get it, man. All you need is motivation and some patience, man. Time told me keep the heat, beat these streets, man. Chemo told me find your own lane, so you never clog, but lead these little dogs. Shout out Solo too, man, it's my dope bro like 3 pills. If he won't, I will, you understand me? Then he told me do it how you do it, we get to it. Yeah, y'all told me we go through what we go through, but we get through it, baby. So we finna get through it. Go and get it, man, 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 go and get it, man. Take a look. Just take a look at me, yeah. I done came off none. Say I done came off none. Yeah. Just take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came off from nothing, man. I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid. Man, I came up from nothing, I done came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid. I've been down bad, man, and been broke. I'm just trying to come up, catch a eye, get poked. Put his face up on the shirt and his body in dirt. I done lost too many guys, you don't know this hurt. Wanna see my mom happy, put her in a mention. Now I'm round with this liquor, you know I ain't missing. I done missed too many chances, so I keep it pippin'. You ain't from where I'm from, so take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man, I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid. Man, I came up from nothing, I done came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid.
Just take a look at me. I gotta keep me a seed, cause ain't no cooking me. I stay away from the cause ain't no booking me. You wanna see it with boss, just take a look at me. Look, all this money on my mind, that's all I think about. I can't be wasting no time, I'm stacking up large amounts. I keep my money in the luggage, don't need no bank account. I feel like Breezy and Wheezy when they look at
just
me
take
now.
A look at me, kid, was down bad.
They look at me
till
now.
I got to a bag. Can't stand slow money, so I got to it fast. Yeah, I still remember nights when my pockets were sad. So when I got it, I brag. Just take a look at me, kid. A youngin' from the gutter, mama, hey, how I live. Being thirsty for the butter, how I call me a bid. Got locked up, boxed up, down for the 6. A youngin' down for the 6, yeah. 16, got the pulling capers. Had big dreams, been getting purple. Say I do it for the team, I put that on everything. Mama raised up a king, take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man, I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star.
They see I'm a star, just
Take a look at me, kid. Man, I came up from nothing, I done came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid.
Just take a look at me, kid. I done been through so much that I don't know where I'm at. And this life is real tough and I had to stay. And they took my brother Nemo and I can't get him back. And I can't get him back. And I can't get him back. Take my brother, can't get him back.
Just take a look at me.
Yeah, I lost my mama young, my auntie took me. I treat my cousins like my brothers, cause they kin to me. So I'ma stack into the top, stay away from enemies. And real, recognize real, I know
Take a
you.
look at me, kid. Now everybody wanna hate because I'm tryna get rich. My mother told me,
son, you smart and don't you ever forget.
yeah, man, I done took so many L's, but now I'm used to winning. This just the beginning. Just take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man. I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life I'm stuck because they see I'm a star.
They see I'm a star. Just
Take a look at me, kid. Man, I came up from nothing, now they came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life I'm stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star.
Take a look at me, kid. I'm a youngin' with a son, so I gotta go dumb. When they took my name sick, they make my heart just go numb. Hate to see my mom done bad, make me
sick to my lungs.
To make me sick to my lungs.
so take a look at me.
Looking, but you don't know what I've been through. But I came up from the bottom cause I had to. I've been dreaming about the money and the tattoos. I know I'ma get it from my mama cause I had to. I'ma go and get it all cash. I'm a youngin' tryna ball cash. I'm just tryna go and get the money on. About y'all, don't look at me cause you know I'm getting money now. I done did a lot. I'm a problem
Take a
child.
look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man. I came this far. Big dreams, buying foreign cars, and they see who we are. Now everybody life I'm stuck because they see I'm a star.
They see I'm a star. Just
Take a look at me, kid. Man, I came up from nothing, now they came this far. Big dreams, buying foreign cars, and they see who we are. Now everybody life I'm stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star.
Dirty looking great from down here. My God looking great from down here. Me and feeling great from down here. Looking at my future looking great from down here. Aye. My girl looking great from down here. My boys from the projects looking great from down here. Me and feeling great
from down here.
I pray for all my haters feeling hate. Rest in peace, daddy. I know I'll see you later. Wipe your tears, mama. I know I could do better. Take a look at me, kid. Been through all the drama, all the karma last September. I was coming up from nothing, so I pray to my God. He opened up my eyes, now to change my ways, to see all these blessings. Take a look at me, kid. Take a look at me, kid. Take a look at me, kid.
Take a look at me, kid.
Take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man. I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life I'm stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star. Just take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, now they came this far.
And we ride foreign cars
and they see who we are.
Yeah, that was Take a Look.
See I'm a star.
On to the next. This is I Remember
Take a look at
Days.
me, kid. Yeah.
The hits keep coming. MixTape Project 1.0.
I remember days, a youngin' that had nothing. A youngin' had the ball, turn nothing into something. I remember days. I remember days. I remember days, a youngin' that had nothing. A youngin' had the ball, turn nothing into something. I remember days. I remember days. Yeah. Hey, I'm just a youngin' finna change the game. I'm used to hitting stains, but now I want the fame. When I'm in the booth, I'm trying to find a way. Without my brother Aaron, it don't feel the same. And when I'm with AJ, we pass every day. You catch us in the booth, you know we drop a taste. When I'm with my brothers, we gon' make a way. And we love when they hate because we getting cake. I'ma keep on going, okay, what they say. But let me ask the question, why you toting heat? Cause if you knew the street, you really won't want beef. You claim it clip, you think they really your homies. They say they give you heat. Now you 6 feet deep, you should've thought about them till them beat they feet. I'ma change the game and make it out the streets. But let me tell you about it, it's a destiny. I remember days, a youngin' that had nothing. A youngin' had the ball, turn nothing into something. I remember days. I remember days. I remember days. A youngin' that had nothing. A youngin' had the ball, turn nothing into something. I remember days. I remember days. Whoa.
I remember days of shorty out here working. Everything I did them things on purpose. Keep my haters close, cause be out here lurking. Real church, amen to my service. Diamonds all of my dreams, rips all of my jeans. Everything that I did since then was working up for my team. All I ever wanted was that moolah, baby. Tryna move my life from that Tula, baby. So why these haters broken keep testing my patience? Good thing I got family, motivation. I'm a stat, that's my favorite thing.
chemo always told me pray for better days. A youngin' that had nothing, a youngin' had the ball, turn nothing into something. I remember days, I remember days, I remember days. A youngin' that had nothing, a youngin' had the ball, turn nothing into something. I remember days, I remember days.
I remember days when I was just a youngin', ain't had no place to stay. I really ain't had nothing, I got up on my feet, turned nothing into something. Was robbing just to eat, was thinking like an onion, cause there was no way. I had to get up and get cake. Remember days I was coming in late. Mama worried she losing her faith. Wasn't going to school, I was skipping just trying to be cool. Mama worried I might make the news. She told me stop hanging with goons.
I remember days, a youngin' that had nothing, a youngin' had the ball, turn nothing into something. I remember days, I remember days, I remember days. A youngin' that had nothing, a youngin' had the ball, turn nothing into something. I remember days, I remember days. Whoa. Yeah, yeah.
Purchase your tracks today.
I was just a youngin', I was hanging with them shooters. They became my brothers. Try them, they gon' do it, yeah. Ain't anything changed, still all about change. Working hard from the garden, hanging with a stranger, yeah. Sipping on this dirty, help my worries in my wrong, mama. If you with me, I with them in my wrong, mama. Everything I did, it was for us, it was for the come up. Thinking about this money, not these women, they be too much wrong. This is an experiment, I'm testing it for feedback. Thinking about them dollar signs on dollar signs, I need that. This loud smoke made it hard for me to see that a young in the trap, that's where I be, yeah. Working and jigging, I'm chasing the check, yeah, yeah. Got haters on haters because of finesse. Whoa, whoa, been jury by jury, but go to my neck. Yeah, yeah, that's what you get when you jiggle finesse. I don't know nothing but jiggle finesse. I was just a youngin', I was hanging with them shooters. They became my brothers. Try them, they gon' do it, yeah. Ain't nothing changed, still all about change. Working hard from the garden, hanging with a stranger, yeah. Shout out to my OG, tell me everything she knew. Don't believe in everything, cause everything ain't true. Don't believe these sad they be fool. I'm jugging for these Benjamin, finessing what I do. Remember all my struggles, they embedded in my mind, yeah. Remember time and money, and I ain't gon' waste a dime, yeah. The road to success, you know I'm always on my grind, yeah. I'm blind to these haters, I can see them with my eyes, yeah. Growing up, I had pain in my eyes, but you couldn't tell. I was good at telling lies, I remember they was paying me no mind, but they on me now. I don't even gotta try. I was just a youngin', I was hanging with them shooters, but they became my brothers. Try them, they gon' do it, yeah. Ain't nothing changed, still all about change. Working hard from the gutter, hanging with a stranger. Growing up on the other side, late nights made my mama cry. Late nights let me traumatize, but you cannot tell if you look in my eyes. Everything sour as I do with my guys, cause they would awaken the demon inside. Sandy's awaken the demon inside. Calling my they down to go right. Calling my they down to go slide. Gotta stay focused and grind for the prize. I was just a youngin', I was hanging with them shooters, but they became my brothers. Try them, they gon' do it, yeah. Ain't nothing changed, still all about change. Working hard from the garden, hanging with a stranger, yeah. Pain came with this chain, yeah. Pain came with this change, yeah. Pain came with this chain, yeah. Working hard from the gutter. Pain came with this chain, yeah. Pain came with this chain. I said pain came with this chain, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I said pain
That
came
voice
with
is
this chain.
Keziah. And I'm gonna play his song next called Losing My Mind. Before I do that,
Coming up from the gutter. Pain came
just
with
want to
this
reflect
chain.
back on the tracks a little bit. Pain comes with this change.
Coming up from the gutter.
one of my favorite tracks too here. I mean, just all very talented dudes, young men that I met. Amazing young men, full of love, full of character. Talking about their real stories, their real life, you know, being vulnerable. Oftentimes when the shows are done like this, even the streams, there's this thought that when we share stories or express vulnerability with music and just that joy that comes from it, it's often on the back of this idea of a social need for more. And yes, that as a case can be true. But there is this place that happens when we live in what I call a society where vulnerability isn't what we lead with. And the idea of it is exhausting even to be vulnerable consistently at that pace, and is also maybe unsafe because we live in a world that is not absolutely safe. And that's the reality, being able to create spaces that are around connection and using the real vulnerability to be able to see and inspire other to share. It's funny, this weekend my wife, myself, and some friends went to grab breakfast or brunch rather this Sunday. And after we did that, during brunch we started sort of sharing each other's stories. We shared our story as a couple, me and my wife, and in that moment, we talked about something very vulnerable, and it was a point of connection, and it was a point of reflection and inspiration, because then our friends also opened up and shared some things as well, and that moment was just good. It felt good to be able to have it to be real. It took down the walls. It took down the idea of trying to be perfect or trying to act like you are, and it allowed us to spend time in a way that was like, it just cut through all the process, cut through all the BS to say, and that's good. That's real, and I think that's something we all yearn for. I've heard people talk about, oh, you fake and you this, and I hear that all the time, and I get that. I understand the concept. The context of it is sort of in this world of, just let's cut to it. Let's just talk about the real stuff. At the same time, I could understand the pro to having a wall. I can understand the pro to want to talk about the weather. I can understand the pro to just stay on the surface, because, again, like I said, we are not living in an absolute safe space. And absolution is where we get caught up in this idea where we want to name call, or we want to insult, or we want to be so quick to just, express our tiredness, because there is nothing wrong in being tired, and there's nothing wrong in wanting to just cut to it too, which is what I always advocate for. But at the same time, there is this nuance of understanding in the holistic picture of where we are and what's going on, to be able to understand where everyone is and why they are protected or staying protected in that space. That's the real space we need to connect on. And that's what I think I really wanted to dive into with this project. It's not necessarily to be explosive or to open vulnerability in a way that is not safe. It is to do, I think, the opposite, is to get us as individuals to open vulnerability for ourselves in a way that opens us to be able to weigh and to perceive safety in a real way. Because I think one of the things that happens is perception. This is probably multi-layered conversations. I don't have the doctorate degree to have this conversation at that level that is academic, but I think I get the nuance because of my personal experiences and the kind of life I've lived and the people I've interacted with and the nuance of mental health that I live. And what to me that says is that we all sometimes perceive things in very unique ways, and the perception of how we perceive safety is different. Have you ever perceived something to be safe and then 2 weeks later it's like, damn, I wish I never opened that. Like, damn, like now I'm scared because it looked like this was a great connection, and then all of a sudden it's like, ooh, that feeling is something that is very common around vulnerability, or consistent vulnerability, but at the same time is a feeling of how we guard ourselves and who we open ourselves to and how we open ourselves to those people, and what that means. Are we grounding ourselves in vulnerability with the connections we're making or beyond that? There's many layers to take that conversation. And this project for me was on the elementary level of, yeah, I don't got to know all about you, the depth, the nuance, but there is something about music that brings us joy, that helps us process, that helps us want to, share emotion, to feel emotion. And there's something about that story that's happening that I can share about mine that could inspire you as well as you could share about yours that can inspire me. And that on that level, we could be able to have our guards down to have a simple conversation about something else that may be just as random, like, do you like Mac or PC? Or like, how do you think the best approach is to solve X and X problems? On that level, we could communicate a little differently because we were willing to hear each other's unique story in a vulnerable space with music, which is, I think music also helps the sort of the aesthetics of letting that guard down. So that long whole chunk I said, I think is to say that I love this project. I want to applaud every young person who has taken the step to be a part of this project, and also not just so young people who have done this project with me. I thank you. I part of me lives for that connection, and I really appreciate being able to make that connection with you, because like I said, I carry it everywhere I go. I am years later, I'm still rocking those tunes. That's what I play in my car. These are the stories I play. This is the reality of what it is. I carry it along the way. And I hope that our connection can also be in that way. We don't have to talk every day. There's no one has the capacity to stay connected with everyone they have truly connected with every day. It's impossible. And that expectation carries a weight of anxiety that we need to eliminate in society. But at the same time, I also understand real anxiety about feeling the need to be connected. And there's some people that we want to stay connected with forever and all the time. But unfortunately, we live in a space where that's not always guaranteed, even in terms of the fact that we will not live forever in that context of human life in this space. But in terms of faith and, beyond all of this, that's absolutely possible, because I do believe that there is a destination to all of this drama we call life today. But with that being said, thank you to all you young people brave to get on the track, to be a part of this project, MixTape project. This is 1.0. This is episode number 15 with the Music and Musician show that I've started this year. It's going to be our way of looking at 2022, looking at my playlist, my library, looking at the artists I've connected with both this year and the years previous, and just reflecting on a lot of those real connections through music and through the impact it's having in real time. So yes, I hope that I think everyone could relate on that level. That change obviously oftentimes come with pain, and we could ramble on what that looks like on different levels. But let's go back. The track before change was I Remember Days. I remember days and nothing. A younger had to ball, turn nothing into something. I remember days. I remember days was very special to me too. It's just like, I myself remember days, being in Nigeria, running around the fields, fireflies at night, and sometimes even the hard times where it's like, man, you at the house and then there's like, arm robber next door, knocking on the door, telling, all that stuff that could also be very, traumatic, You think of all of those experiences, and this song, he takes us on his journey. And how he also says, and what I love about these tracks too is these young men, they were able to identify the people who had poured so much love into them and so much desire into them, like their mothers and their families. And in that story, they were able to sort of begin to draw this line of like their goal and dream, like things they would like to do, the people they would like to be able to refill that fuel that is poured into them. I thought that was beautiful. And that was essential. And I Remember Days was one of those tracks that sort of spoke to that a little bit. And so shout out to my guy, yourself. I try not to do too much naming because I also understand I got to keep that because of the project, the vulnerability of the project and making sure it's safe. So my dude, Next track, Take a Look, was our collective track that we are done. And Take a Look, I'm going to play one more time before we go out. We got 2 tracks I'm going to play. I'm going to play Take a Look because it has all the kids from the Mixtape 1.0 on it. And then I'm going to play Losing My Mind, which is also a track that I think is very cool, sort of just bleeding emotionally for one of my friends here, my brothers. And it's something that I think some of you listening, you will connect with it, and it will be encouraging to you because you know that you're not alone going through some of these things. Take a Look, I'll play again. Go and Get It and Been Through was the first 2 tracks, and those 2 tracks go hard because we all know what it is. We all been through it, and we know what it is to like just keep focused on that. And Go and Get It is also that motivational track. Like I'm gonna go through this thing I'm going through, and I'm gonna get to the end of it. Stays motivated, just gives you a bunch of life, gives you a bunch of like purpose. And I really love that Go and Get It mode. But thank you to everyone on the Mixtape Project 1. My name again is Shay Stories. This is Music and Musicians, episode number 15. You're now listening to Losing My Mind. And right after Losing My Mind, I'm going to play Take a Look, and we're going to call it the show. How's that? All right, bet. Let's do it.
I'm out of my mind. Yeah. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind, yeah. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind. They tryna sit me down, free me out the can right now. All of my dogs locked down, I'm losing my mind. Lost so many, now they in the cloud. Don't try me, bro, you know I love you down. Can't trust a bitch, she set you up when you be down. I do a hit, then I'm skipping off out of town. Never once wanna see my OG with a frown. Then with me, but they with me now. How you getting bands living in your mama house? Now you won't smoke cause your homie in the ground. Better stay focused on my side of town, yeah. They tryna sit me down, free me out the can right now. We all love my dogs right down. I'm losing my mind. Lost so many, now they in the cloud. Don't try me, boy, you know I love you down. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind. I'm out of my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm out of my mind. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind. Wish life could rewind, take pain off my mind. I lost pops in 09. Go hard for all mine, I'm losing my mind. I pour up all the time. Ain't no sun when it shine. You change like the weather, but said you gon' ride. Going through some hard time, keep my head held up high. Then he said, keep it real, you know I won't lie. Taylor down till I die. Won't switch on my guys when it's time, I'm gon' ride. Do this to survive, do this to survive. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind. I'm out of my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm out of my mind. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my mind.
Just take a look at me. Just take a look at me. Yeah. I done came off none. Say I done came off none. Yeah. Just take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came off from nothing, man. I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star. Just take a look at me, kid. Man, I came off from nothing. I done came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star. Just take a look at me, kid. I've been down bad, man, and been broke. I'm just trying to come up, catch a eye, get poked. Put his face up on the shirt and his body in dirt. I done lost too many guys, you don't know this hurt.
Wanna see my mom happy, put her in a mention. Now I'm round with this legal, you know I ain't missing. I done missed too many chances, so I keep it pippin'. You ain't from where I'm from, so take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man, I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid. Man, I came up from nothing, I done came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid.
Just take a look at me. I gotta keep me a seed, cause ain't no cooking me. I stay away from the cause ain't no booking me. You wanna see it with boss, just take a look at me. Look, all this money on my mind, that's all I think about. I can't be wasting no time, I'm stacking up large amount. I keep my money in the luggage, don't need no bank account. I feel like Breezy and Weezy when they look at me now.
Just take a look at me, kid, was down bad.
They look at me
till I got to a bag. Can't stand slow money, so I got to it fast. Yeah, I still remember nights when my pockets were sad. So when I got it, I brag. Just take a look at me, kid. A youngin' from the gutter, mama, hey, how I live. Being thirsty for the butter, how I call me a bid. Got locked up, boxed up, down for the 6. A youngin' down for the 6, yeah. 16, got the pulling capers. Had big dreams, getting purple. Say I do it for the team, I put that on everything. Mama raised up a king, take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man, I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star.
They see I'm a star, just take
a look at me, kid. Man, I came up from nothing, I done came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid.
Just take a look at me, kid. I done been through so much that I don't know where I'm at. And this life is real tough and I had to stay. And they took my brother Nemo and I can't get him back. And I can't get him back. And I can't get him back. Take my brother, can't get him back.
Just take a look at me. Yeah, I lost my mama, young, my auntie took at me. I treat my cousins like my brothers, cause they kin to me. So I'ma stack into the top, stay away from enemies. And real, recognize real, I know
take a look at me, kid, now everybody wanna hate because I'm tryna get rich. My mother told me,
son, you smart and don't you ever forget.
Man, I done took so many L's, but now I'm used to winning. This just the beginning, just take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man, I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star.
They see I'm a star, just
take a look at me, kid. Man, I came up from nothing, I done came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star.
Take a look at me, kid. I'm a youngin' with a son, so I gotta go dumb. When they took my name sick, they make my heart just go numb. Hate to see my mom done bad, make me
sick to my lungs.
To make me sick to my lungs.
So take a look at me.
Looking, but you don't know what I've been through. But I came up from the bottom cause I had to. I've been dreaming about the money and the tattoos. I'ma get it from my mama cause I had to. I'ma go and get it all cash. I'm a youngin' tryna ball cash. I'm just tryna go and get the money on. About y'all, don't look at me cause you know I'm getting money now. I done did a lot. I'm a problem child.
Take a look at me, kid. 16. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man. I came this far. Big dreams, buying foreign cars, and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star.
They see I'm a star, just take
a look at me, kid. 16. Man, I came up from nothing, I done came this far. Big dreams, buying foreign cars, and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star.
Dirty looking great from down here. My God looking great from down here. Me and feeling great from down here. Looking at my future looking great from down here. My girl looking great from down here. My boys from the projects looking great from down here. Me and feeling great
from down here.
I pray for all my haters feeling hate. Rest in peace, daddy. I know I'll see you later. Wipe your tears, mama. I know I could do better. Take a look at me, kid. Been through all the drama, all the karma last September. I was coming up from nothing, so I prayed to my God. He opened up my eyes, now to change my ways, to see all these blessings. Take a look at me, kid. Take a look at me, kid. Take a look at me, kid.
Take a look at me, kid.
Take a look look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, man, I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Now everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. They see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid. Yeah, I came up from nothing, now I came this far. Now we ride foreign cars and they see who we are. Got everybody life on stuck because they see I'm a star. Yeah, they see I'm a star, just take a look at me, kid.
Thanks for hanging out with me. Episode number 15, Music and Musicians. Till next week, one love.